Hello, YouTube. Good morning. I'm Yasmin. I'm a host for Talking Talk. Talking Talk is a conversational platform where we learn languages using the fully conversation in the language that we are practicing for. Here we can practice English, Spanish, French. Today we will practice English, and we usually have some subject and some question to practice. And today will be living the nature, and that's it. A little about me. I'm host of English and Spanish here in the platform. I'm 20 years old. I live in São Paulo. I work as a software developer, and in my free time I like to read books, watch series, play video games sometimes too. And that's it about me. Claudia, could you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, sure. Hello, I am Cláudia. I live in a small town in the state of São Paulo. I've been working in IT project management for more than 15 years. And besides work, I am a volunteer at a women's collective. I don't know if to say in English, Coletivo de Mulheres, a project that supports women going through menopause, helping them to share experience and find useful information. In my free time, I love to taking pictures, reading books, watching movies. I am here at TNT platform to practice my English, meet new people, and get ready to return to job market. That's it.
So nice. I love it, that project that you are sharing about.
Yeah.
Sounds really great. Thank you for sharing. Ricardo, good morning. How are you?
Hello, Yasmin. Hello, Claudia. Hello, Iago is coming. Nice day. I hope that this week could be great for everyone. Well, I work in an IT area too, uh, but it's more connected to infrastructure. Uh, I guide some projects too. Yeah, I participate. I'm not the leader, but I'm participating. Uh, well, uh, I love watching movies, go out to dancing sometimes. I used to go to the gym. I hate, but I used to go almost every day. And yeah, I I'm here again. Try learning English because it's so hard. That's it.
Thank you for coming, Ricardo. Iago, good morning. How are
Good
you?
morning, guys.
Are you new here in the platform? I think I don't remember of you.
I'm newer. I'm a newer in the platform. My this is my 40th time.
Oh, so nice. Thank you for coming. Could you present yourself to us, please?
Okay, so my name is Iago. I live in Ceará. Uh, I'm a software developer with specialization in quality. Uh, in my free time, I running with my dog, a little pit bull. It's like a kid, uh, and I love nature. I prefer ocean and mountains, and so and it's
So nice, thank you, Iago. So, if you choose a place to live near to nature, will be the oceans or the mountains?
the first option. I prefer ocean because I have some square beach or beach. So I prefer ocean because I think it's more relaxed, calm. To be honest, in my state, have one of the most beautiful beaches of the world. Jericoacoara, Taíba, Flecheiras. So I prefer ocean.
So nice. Thank you for sharing. Ricardo, and for you, what's your ideal place to live if you could be close to the nature?
Yeah, Brazil is so wonderful country that's possible, for example, to live near from the ocean and near from the mountain too. So, for example, my region, there is a mountain almost in front of the beach. So, not exactly beach, but yeah, the coast. So, so in this case, there is a so fancy place in my region. It would be great if you live in that place because you could live in a quiet place near from the nature, listen to birds singing, and you could look at around and see the waves and the yeah a lot of different sensations in the same day. You know? Yeah, there are problems for everything, every people, but sometimes that's nice, you know, when you are a rich person and have this kind of comfort. So that's it, guys. Oh, it's called the Morro dos Barbosas. Né?
Oh, sounds really nice to live in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Thank you,
Sometimes
Ricardo.
some time ago, you know, when I work at the company, the TV, cable TV company, I visit sometimes these houses, and there is a so old. People used to say that as I don't know, 50. It's a casino, no? So that's nice. It was a casino.
So interesting. Thank you, Ricardo. Claudia, and for you, what's your ideal place to live?
If I could choose, I would definitely live near the ocean. I love the sound of waves, the salt breeze, and the feeling of freedom that comes from when I'm close to the sea. The ocean, as Iago said, has a calming energy, and that helps me to disconnect from my stress. So I prefer ocean.
Yeah, so nice. I would choose the ocean too. I think if I near next to a ocean, I can have more contact with this and maybe learn to swim too or surf, something like that. Because yeah, live near the ocean is really nice to do this kind of activities. So Claudia, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about living in a natural environment?
The first thing that comes to my mind is maybe silence or a different kind of sounds like birds, waves, the wind. I imagining waking up surrounded by nature, fresh air, feeling more connected to the world around me. I think you can hear uh, different sounds. It's not vehicles, not a lot of people around you. I think it's it's come to my mind is this kind of thing.
Yeah, I think the first thing that comes to my mind after the sounds are the breeze. The air near the ocean is really nice. I love that. And for you, Iago.
Me too. The first thing that comes to my mind is the silence, uh, the sound of wings, the relaxing, and the the good vibes. I like the the climate of the beach.
Yeah, I love that too. It's almost impossible being a bad vibe in this environment.
Yeah, yeah, it's a simple place.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you, Iago. Ricardo, and for you.
Uh, well, I believe that uh, I don't know, Amazon forest, I believe, uh, or Fernando de Noronha. I believe that's uh, it's different stuff, so different perspective, but the both is wonderful, very uh, examples. So I prefer Fernando de Noronha, but Amazon forest is really wonderful too. That's it.
Yeah, it's really beautiful, but I don't know. Maybe I would be fear of the animals that live in the forest. So Ricardo, I will skip the three. I will go to the four. I think it's interesting.
Uh-huh.
What do you think is the biggest benefit of living close to nature?
Uh, According to some resources and scientists, the human being uh, have a kind of connection to the nature is a necessity for us. So yeah, some people live at metropolis, so in the don't see natures or this kind of thing for years. But I believe that when the people have a pet or a plant, it sounds like a intention or hey, sometimes it's a kind of connection necessity if to the nature. So, but I believe that sometimes it's necessary to have a kind of experiment. For example, that's weird. I live near from the beach because I live at São Vicente, but sometimes I take so long time to go to the beach. So sometimes is a waste. So, but sometimes I walk in front of the beach. Sometimes it's not enough. Sometimes it's necessary to, I don't know, put your feet on the sand and feel the blow in your face. Sometimes it's a kind of connection and I don't know. Uh, I feel that this blow push away problems and the negative feelings too. I don't know. It's so it's not it's certainly is not exactly a science. It's just a sensation. But I feel much better when you this kind of situation.
Yeah, makes sense because as human, the human starts in the nature, so we just live far from nature because of the city. So be next to nature, I think, is almost our instinct to feel comfortable. So makes sense. Thank you, Ricardo. Claudia, and for you, what do you think is the biggest benefit of living close to the nature?
I think the biggest benefits is balance. Nature helps us slow down, reduce the ansiedade, and to me it's easy to appreciate simple thing when I'm near the ocean, for example. It reminds us that not everything has to be rushed, correndo, né? Viver correndo. E também, and also being outdoor help us stay more activity. So you will be able to walking, as Ricardo said, walking through the ocean street, and you change your life balance, in my opinion. I don't know, because I live so from far away to the ocean nowadays, but in my imagination, I imagine it can be more balanced if you were the biggest benefit to live there.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Live in big cities is all of the time rushed and it's almost impossible to slow down for some hours. And I totally agree with you. I feel people that live more next to nature are more calm, more slow too. I have some contact, but just with sellers in stores near from ocean, for example, they are really calm. They even talk slow. So yeah, I think live with nature bring this sensation of be okay to be slow because in cities we feel uncomfortable if we live in a slow way, and sometimes this is not so good. But yeah. And for you, Iago, what do you think is the biggest benefit? I think you already answered that, right? Or no?
Yes, yeah,
Ah, okay.
it's my turn. So uh, I totally agree with Claudia and Ricardo. I think the most biggest benefit of living close to nature is the calm, the the mental health, uh, the 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 calm compared to big cities. So I really prefer to live in the close to nature. In the future, I want to
So
live in
nice.
nature.
Yeah, in the future, I would like so much to live or maybe pass some months next to nature. I think will be really nice. Iago, and how do you think? Sorry,
Uh,
the number five. And what is the biggest challenge or disadvantage to live close to the nature?
yes, me. I need to leave now
Ah, okay.
because I need to get my pack.
Okay,
Wait,
okay.
wait, guys.
Uh, I will go with Ricardo. So the number five, Ricardo.
Uh, uh, when you think regarding disadvantages, sound like you live like a eremit in the middle of the forest. It's not exactly the case. I just telling regarding, for example, live or Modus Barbosa that I told is just a place more isolated. There are just houses in a nice view. So, but even in this case, there are a lot of insects. mosquitoes and the other stuff. So maybe you could prevent this condition. Uh, but I believe in the pros and cons. I I consider better if you and for example you have to uh, you have to have more money because there are some things that you need. But and for example, uh, there aren't uh, stores and other stuffs. So it's hard to access this place walking. So it's necessary a kind of vehicle, or a cycle, or better, a car. But I believe it's not exactly a. If you this person live in this place, probably, or certainly he's a rich person, and so in this case, it's not a big deal. It's just necessary buy a car and the other stuff. So that's nice.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's really far to store, to hospitals too, so maybe could be hard to not have some vehicle to get
Right.
on these places in an emergency, for example.
Mhm.
Yeah, thank you, Ricardo.
Thank you.
Claudia, and for you, what is the biggest challenge or disadvantage?
I agree with you guys. I think the biggest challenge is probably uh, the access to modern convenience, like healthcare, job opportunities, or even fast internet. I don't know. But I agree with Ricardo. If someone choose to live on this way, in this way of life, I think they agree with this challenge day by day.
Yeah.
Living close to nature can be wonderful, but of course, it also means you might feel sometimes isolated. Uh, I lived in São Paulo city for a long time, more than 10 years, and now I'm living in a small town. Sometimes I have a big challenge to solve, and I figure out if I'm living in near the ocean or in the nature. I think it's a little bit more difficult than today. So I think it's, but in my opinion, it's I don't know how to say English. Compensa will be better anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we compare the disadvantages and the benefits are better. Thank you, Claudia. Iago, and for you on the question 5.
I totally agree with Claudia and Ricardo. Uh, I think that the most biggest challenge is about health, and some people education for kids, because sometimes the places that are close to nature uh, is there is these advantages. There is not hospitals, schools, and this this is uh, these things is very important in a specific health.
Yeah, for example, sometimes when I have these stores, hospital, these locals don't have so much options too. So in big cities, for example, if we don't like some specific market, we can go to another one. But in these places, the options are very strict, I think. When
Yes.
they have options. Um, so I will go to the question 8. Iago, what are some activities you can do in a forest that you can't do at the beach?
What is the the question?
Is the
Can you
age.
age? Ah, okay. There's so much first that you can do. I think that is the climate, the weather. The weather, I think, is more cold. I know. I think that there is more shadows, shades, uh, and there is more plants and animals. So, so I think that you have many place that paths that you may do walkings, hikings, like picnics or another things.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think the weather, once the weather is more cold, is more possible to, even in sunny days, to hiking or to eat something near to nature, because in the beaches, for example, when it's really hot, it's almost impossible pass a lot of time in the
Yes,
nature.
yes.
Thank you, Iago. Ricardo, and for you about the question H.
Uh, what are some activities you can do in a forest that you can't do at the beach? I was watching expert, and he told, for example, the people uh, think want to talk, for example, Amazon forest or a tropical forest is, for example, the people think that, oh, I go to the Amazon forest and the live well, eating fruits and the other stuffs, but it's not exactly. And the people think that it's hard to find it, food, except for animals. No? For example, you could hunt an animal, but for example, fruits. That's, for example, a banana is just so small and the have a lot of seeds. No? That's weird. No? The human uh, domesticou this plant, banana. So when you go to the supermarket, it certainly is not the same fruit, almost different. Uh, but regarding, uh, I don't know, beaches, a little better. You could fish, but it's not possible to find fruits in the other stuff too. But I believe that's a little better because you could search for a shelter and try to live better. I don't know. That's so tough question. I never find. Besides that, my uh, friends used to watch it. I forgot the name of the discovery. Pelados or something like, I don't know. Pelados,
Yeah, I already
Largados e
went to
Pelados.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched some time, but it's for me it's insane. I don't know. I used to make jokes for my friends and the other person. It's a waste of time. in my opinion. But including, for example, oh, I would like to climb a specific mountain. I don't know. Sometimes it sounds like a waste of time, but I respect.
Yeah, and about this reality show, Carregados e Pelados, I discovered that they don't receive any money or prize if they get at the end. Just, for example, uh, food, and that's it. There isn't any money or something like that. It's like a challenge that they want to do, and then they do it. Yeah, but I don't know if I will go to that to earn nothing. I think I remember about the show that it's possible to have one item with you, so you can bring some, I don't know, some, um, I forgot how is that, but some bowl, let me see here. Yeah, some bowl or some knife, something like that. You can bring one item with you to start the reality. And I think for me, I will bring some clothes because, yeah, they have sometimes a lot of problem because they are without clothes. So they pass a lot of cold days, cold nights, or the insects go to bad parts to them. So yeah. I don't know if I would have courage to pass through this program. But yeah, about what you say about to get fruits in the Amazon forest. Yeah, I think it's hard because, like you said, just the animals could get easy in the fruits, and the fruits is very deep to reach them. So you can to really go really deeply in the forest, and could be really dangerous because in the Amazon forest there is a lot of uh, animals that couldn't be so safe to be next to them. For example, jaguars
Yeah.
or some reptiles, something like that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
sometimes it's not exactly, for example, oh, I find a jaguar and they bite me, but sometimes you could, for example, uh, dead because of the uh, I forgot the name, formigas, ants, yeah,
Yeah.
or spiders and snakes. So there are other things that you don't, uh, yeah. Sometimes you think just thinking jaguar, but you could dead for a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, and the ants could be worse than jaguars because you can't see them so much, and the bite of them could be really harmful. So yeah, uh, could be dangerous, I think.
Yeah.
And for you, Claudia, about the question H.
Uh, in a forest, I imagine we can watch wildlife as you was uh, talking about, or maybe the different ones camping surrounded by trees. I think it's the difference between be in a forest and be near the ocean. Okay, as you said, you can also collect wild fruits, but it can be so dangerous. Enjoy the. I imagine the smell of the earth is different from that we know in our cities or in near the ocean, for example. I don't know. I'm just figuring out something here.
Yeah, I never went to these places, so
Me
I
neither.
imagine the
So
same.
just see in internet. So
Yeah, and unfortunately, internet is not possible to know the weather or the the smell of the things too. Just the visual part, maybe. So I'll go to the question 9 now. Claudia, what are some environmental problems that natural areas like forests or mountains face?
I don't know if I understood. Maybe the pollution and the illegal problems, maybe. For example,
Yeah,
in mountains, we have erosion, and the climate change. So this will affect the balance of ecosystems. Okay. I think this is the most popular, and we know not as a scientist, but as normal people to understand about the problems with nature in our planet. Okay, I think it's the pollution is the biggest one, in my opinion.
yeah, the pollution, these illegal activities that you say too, is very present because I know the illegal mining, I think, that is extract natural things without any fiscalization. This can bring a lot of bad consequences to the researches. So, yeah, I think this is really present even in Brazil because here we have a lot of nature. So, have a lot of these illegal activities, fortunately. Ricardo, and about you, what's your opinion about the number 9?
Um, let me see. Uh, I don't know. Sometimes I believe that the people uh, tell regard, oh, uh, it's just necessary preserve. Uh, I don't know. Brazil is a poor country, and you have a lot of necessities. In my opinion, I believe that is better if you try to keep the balance, preserve some parts. For example, um, countries that make border with Brazil on the Amazon forest region, because Amazon is so big, is not exactly on Brazil. There are other parts in different countries. No? And in these countries, the guys extract oil and the mineral rocks and the other stuff. So in this case, I believe that promote promote the how do you say development for some people. If I don't know, gain some quantity of money and they could invest in, for example, education. So I believe that it's necessary to preserve, but I don't know. Let just the nature preserve it, while the people is having a lot of problems in Brazil. I consider a little weird. I believe that it's possible to obtain benefits and preserve. There are, for example, ISO. I don't know. Uh, the ISO is Portuguese, but so 2000, not 21,000 ISO, or I don't know, probably more stuff, because this kind of document is up to date every single day. And so I believe that's necessary to pay attention, but for the hand, extract some money and invest in education, for example. That's it.
Yeah, thank you, Ricardo. Iago, and for you about the question 9.
Uh, I think that I think that about this question is the criminal wildfires, because in specific my state, in this state is summer, so some people throw fire in the forest. So you you see the smoke, you feel the smoke in your house, the animals uh feel feel uh, roast, feel better, because the climate, the weather, uh, uh, fica quente, muito quente, uh, and the animals feel much much bad. So I think that the most big problem is, in my case, wildfire, criminal wildfires.
Yeah, sometimes there is some accidental fires that go to the forest, but is very minor if we compare with criminal fires.
Yes,
The criminal fires are really present, and just a little fire uh, could kill a lot of kilometers of forests. And once we are passing through weather changes in our world, this gets worse because the fire have more place to travel and to expand itself. So yeah, this occur a lot,
yes.
fortunately. Let me see here. One more soft question, the number 10. Iago, do you think people who live in rural, natural areas are different from people in cities?
Yes, yes, I totally agree, because I see some difference between people that live in rural and natural areas, and people that live in cities. The people that live in rural or natural areas are more kind, 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 very kind, very have more respect with you, uh, and these people are happy. So I think that people that live in cities uh, are more, sometimes sad, uh, stressful. Uh, the time is small. I don't know how to explain, but I see some difference.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. The people of the small cities are really kind. I remember the first time after years that I went to a small city to visit. And I remember I was in a park, and then someone that I didn't knew just say good morning to me. And I was very I don't know, but I was very shocked because if someone that I don't know say good morning to me, in São Paulo, that is where I live, I will be worried of that because yeah, it would be really strange. So just a small thing is totally different, I think, from small cities.
Yes, yes, I totally agree.
Thank you for sharing, Iago. Claudia, and for you, you have passed through this change of city. How was it for you?
I know what you mean when you said the people talk to you with, and you don't know who is. Uh, I used to live in São Paulo as well, and when I come back to my cidade natal,
Hometown.
hometown, thank you. When I come
No.
back to my hometown, I felt the exactly the same thing. The people, oh, hello, good morning. Oh, okay, how are you?
Yeah.
Who are you? I don't know who are you, but yes, in some ways they have the best life.
Probably it's
I
just
believe.
dia, dia, tarde,
Yeah, yes.
tarde.
It's very
Economic.
kind. Yes, yeah, kind to be there.
Yeah.
So people in rural areas, I think it's better or most different than my city, in my town. They have a closer connection to the land. They live slower than us. Okay, so I think trying to change my lifestyle. So I was living in São Paulo. Now I'm living in a small town, and my goal is to live near the ocean, for example. So I'm doing my experience to change my lifestyle. So I don't know if I answered the question, but I think it's the people who live in rural area is lower, and this is my goal in my life.
Yeah, I totally understand you. They are slow even to walk in the street, so they are slow in
Sometimes
everything.
this is stressing me, okay? But I'm learning how to be the same. Okay, I want to be slower as well.
As a good as a good person that raised in São Paulo, I know that sometimes they're so slow that it stress me. But yeah, I understand is their way to live, and I would like to be more like them. It sounds most better. Thank you, Claudia. Ricardo, and for you about the question 10.
Um, I don't know. Yeah, it's different, but more recently, I believe that uh, this kind of city is more similar to the, for example, metropolis. You visit this kind of small cities, and there are a lot of pharmacies, supermarkets, and this. So there are some changes, for example, less buildings, but essentially uh, there are internet services and cell phones, and so this kind of situation is a kind of connection, not a kind of connection, is a connection to the world. So in this case, I was watching a CEO from a big company regarding, eu falo muito regarding. I needed to add more vocabulary for my, well, role. And we mentioned uh, about uh, work remotely, these stuffs. So uh, he gave example, for example, a person uh, have elderly people in house, have take care of parents, and this kind of situation is much better. So how uh, o quanto agradecido essa pessoa pode ficar por trabalhar dessa maneira. And yeah, sometimes the people look at the problems from working remotely, but there are a lot of advantages. Né? And I always is I have benefits from this situation. For the other hand, I have to mention if if you are a responsible person or an irresponsible person, you have problems. Doesn't matter the place that you work. If you are in the office, you go to the bathroom and they keep for 2 hours in the bathroom. Or, for example, if you live at working remotely in the working at your house, you could do the same thing. So in this case, I consider there are advantages and disadvantages, but it's not a big deal in my opinion. So if you this work is possible to work, so it's much better for example, in my case, I took almost 6 hours the path between my house and my office. So it's much better live and work remotely because I wake up, start working, and at the end I go to the hell, the gym is is much easier. That's it. Sorry to talk a lot.
Yeah, no problem. I get it. Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's very nice to work in our home. We can take care of situations that we couldn't if we go to the office. For example, like you said, take care of some relatives, something like that is possible. And I think the main point is that the person will act the same in the office or in the home, like you said. If it's someone that takes the job serious, will be focused, but if the person doesn't take the job in a serious way, will be the same in the office and in the home too. So yeah, thank you, Ricardo.
Thank you.
So guys, I think our time is ending. I think we don't have time tomorrow in question. So I want to invite you to our next week. We will talk about the ethics of human genetic control. I think will be a very interesting subject. So if you feel curious, interested to talk about that and have time, please come the next week. We will talk about that. And I also want to share our survey with you. Like you already know, is anonymous, and there you can share any suggestion to me improve as a host or to next subject. I'm always look at these answers, so you can feel free. And I think that's it for today. Thank you all for coming for this immersion. I like it so much. And I hope to see you soon, guys. Have a nice week.
Thank you.